Hey everyone, it's Kat. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a tour of my guild hall. So here we are, just at the entrance. This is for my guild, Deep Into Darkness. We're on the Antonia Bale server. And when you first come in here, see there's the door, the gate where you zone in. Just to the right here, we have our groundskeeper. You can talk to, say hi. He gives you a little speed buff. I'm going to show you around the outside. See, we've got the courtyard all decorated. And this is the Freeport, the Common Lands Tier 3 Guild Hall. So we have the outdoor space. You can ride your mounts, you can fly around. We've got the dragon statue. Over to the right here, we have a little pond and waterfall. It's very relaxing. You can come out here and just chill. Around to the right, we have our stable and barn area. So we've got an array of different mounts that the game has to offer, all waiting for their owners to come back out and play with them. On the other side here, we have our greenhouse with all the very pretty flowers. We've got the bowl of growth here that has a cool little buff that you can get. And around the left side, what we can see is starting to get pretty bare. Got some dead trees here. It's getting a little spooky. It's because here is our guild graveyard. So this is where we bury all our former guildies that don't play anymore. But don't worry, if you want to come back, you need a res. Nina here is my necro, and she is totally on it. Okay. So, and there's not too much around the very back. I do have a crate out there where you can pull out the training dummies and practice if you wanted to do that. Okay, so let's go to the front door and the entrance of our guild hall. You can see it's all lighted, very pretty with the pink, all the flowers. Here's our entrance. Okay, so right away we go into this main hall area. You see we've got curtains and drapes and tapestries. It's all very luxurious, and it's got that kind of dark, kind of gothic look to it. Well, because this is the Freeport, like the Evil Aligned Guild, but you know, no worries, we take good aligned tunes too. We're equal opportunity, and if you see that tapestry right in the middle, the black with the kind of reddish maroon and the star insignia in the middle, that's actually our guild banner. So if you like that, you can actually get that on a cloak too. Okay, and we do have teleport pads throughout the guild hall, but I just want to show you guys all the rooms, so I'm going to go on foot. I'm not going to use the teleport pads. This area right here, this is our banking and our storage area. We've got the really cool fish tank over here. We've got our banker, we've got our broker, and we've got our exporter. So any status items you need to sell, you can sell them to this guy right here. We've got the banker here. And if you right click on her, she'll give you the option of getting stuff out of the guild bank, which is where we keep a lot of items that are free to our players. Got the broker here, our guild harvesters, and all of our depots. So, here, anything that you could possibly need, we've got stashed away for you guys. We've got our collector, and of course we're very proud of our Decimate Hate achievement. So if you're one of the guildies that did the Shard of Hate achievement with us, and you forgot to click on your banner for your daily buff, it's right there in the banking area. Okay, so our next room here, this is our Divinity Room. This is where we keep all the altars to the different deities. It's where you'll find the Heartstone. Freshen up your heart bond there. Plus we have a couple little items up here that do give buffs as well. Okay, so next we're going to head down to the basement. And this is what I think is one of the cooler rooms in the guild halls. It's this watery, cavernous basement. And we do have our very own pirate ship because, you know, what guild is complete without their own pirate ship, right? And we've got the captain, we've got a little deckhand here, and they both say things to you, welcome you. Okay, this is our portal room. So we have, of course, we have the world bell. We have our wizard here to open up a wizard spire for you. We have our druid, open up the druid portal rings. And of course we have the transport totems that take you to the later X packs, like this here from Mirror's Library. We have the one for the Colosseum or Plane of Magic, and then we have the one that takes you to the Obelisk as well, and a few others that take you different places too. Okay, so back up to the first floor. And this over here is our holiday workshop. So just because Frostfell's over, maybe you still want to craft some Frostfell. You want to craft some Frostfell items. We have the holiday workstations, and we do have plenty of mats in the guild depots too. And of course, it's decked out like it's Frostfell all year round here. Even got a cute little outside scene. All right, so next we have our bazaar. So aside from the banker and the broker and those guys, this is where all the other NPCs that we have are going to be. So this is the little gallery, this is a little merchant area. We have our adventure guys, we have our guild stylist, you want to get a haircut, we have a chrono mage, we have the guild member, and we do free repairs for guild members. We have our cloak designer and his lovely model Sassy Pants there. We've got Hagrid. Turn in all your fertilizers, your water, pouch of peat, whatever it is, and he will give you back shinies. We've got our signet and relic peddler. So anything you need, any NPC you want to talk to, they're either in here or that banking and storage area, which is right directly across the hall. Okay, so our next room is going to be our library. So of course, libraries, we have lots and lots of books. Now, most of these are just for show. We do have a couple on the table here that actually you can read. It's an ongoing project for me, and this one on adornments is actually from last year, so it needs to be updated, but eventually I will get around to it. And then we go upstairs here. And this isn't part of the original floor plan. This is a little room that I added, but this is our very magey, potiony, spell magic being worked up here type room. So you see we've got potions, we've got all sorts of talismans and relics, we've got plant samples, we've got couple of victims here in the containers for experimenting on, and as you can see, it didn't work out so well for that guy. But I think this is kind of a cool little room that you need to have in a guild for all your mages. And then our very last room on the bottom floor is our bar and casino area. So this place is where all the fun happens, especially hopping around Brew Day, but we've got all these games, right? All the casino type games. And some of these are really fun because they're actually interactive. Like if you right click on this guy and pull the lever. So come on, big money, big money, big money. Am I gonna be lucky? Oh, not even close. Dang it, I lost. Okay, so we've got tables, entertainment with the piano, and then we've got our bartender, Jack Daniels. Of course, then we've got our little house actors saying their little spiel. He will sell you alcohol, but if you wanted just a little freebie, you can right click on that there, take a serving, and get an alcoholic beverage. And the drink cart over here too. Once a day, every 24 hours, that gives you a charm. So there's 3 possible options. One gives you a little bit extra XP, one gives you a little bit of speed boost, and one increases the duration for your food and drink. Okay, so up top here, second story, we're going to go check out the war room. Okay, so this is where we have all our trophies. So from old raids, we have a ton of these trophy heads, and we're not a raiding guild, but we do like to go back and do different raid zones occasionally, and especially we do this one a lot, the Cly, to go back and get that upgraded goblin errand for everyone, because even though you don't wear it, the buff is still really helpful. But we've got all these trophy heads here, very, very cool stuff. And we do have another little item here that will give you a temporary buff. It's not a great buff, but I just love the animation on this. She's gonna bang the gong. So you see that big wind up and then her really smack it. I just think it's fun to do that. Okay, so, and then over here we have the orientation room, and this is where a lot of you newer guildies, this will be the first room that you come in and see after you land in the courtyard, because this is where we have a couple of our house actors. See, there's Kat there, and she's going to give you a welcome message, and she's going to let you know that this here is our guild banner. This is the banner, right, that gives you the guild buff, and this statue over here, if you click it, it will attune you to our guild hall, so you get the Call to GH spell in your abilities book. We've got Nina over here, her little house actor, and we've got some books here that explain a little bit about the guild, our rules, and you can read those when you get a chance. Okay, so we've got one more stop to make, and that is our crafting room. So it's where all the magic happens, right? The only way to get to the crafting room is through the teleport pad, because this is actually a room that doesn't exist and that was built completely from scratch. Okay, so we've got all our crafting stations, we've got our NPCs. So, and I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, well that was my guild hall. Thanks for watching, guys.